Welcome to DJ Drop's radio show. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Dance Session. DJ Drum in the mix. Welcome to DJ Drop's radio show. Turn off the world. Turn on the music. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to DJ Drop's radio show.
And enjoy your tropical jam with Emmanuel. Near FM 90.3. The best tropical vibes in the world.
All right, happy Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. Weightlifting Talk. My name is John North. We have Cornell George, Brian Knight. Gentlemen, good evening.
Hello. Howdy.
How about them angel drops, baby? Spicy.
I like them.
Cornell George, you did Monday's session, correct?
I did.
How'd it go?
Well, I posted my first comeback lift.
Ooh.
With a bar slam. I don't know if you saw it.
Well, you've seen what's been going on the page today, so we figured it out. Okay. So I cannot open any videos on the team page on my computer. I can only open them now. I'm finding out on my phone.
Okay.
So I was at the coffee shop this morning at 4:30 a.m. ready to go, and I realized that this is happening. So it looks like Greg and other athletes now are posting that when they get on their laptop and they click a video, the same thing's happening. You just can't watch it. And so to screenshot, you really need your computer. You know, I'm like a master screenshotter. And so I have my way of doing things. And on the phone, it's just very, very, very difficult and pretty much impossible. And also, by the way, a lot of videos that athletes post, you can't even watch on the phone. Or the computer, just because if it's more than 4 videos, you know, that plus box where you can click more, you can't click that as well. So I think it's Facebook around the world right now when they went down. Facebook's being really weird, man. I mean, you know, multiple times today when I clicked my Instagram app to get on my Instagram, it's made me put my phone number in. I had to put my email in. It sent me a text message for a code. I had to click a box to say I wasn't a robot and, you know, find the 4 pictures with palm trees in them.
What's the last 4 of your social and your latest credit card with highest limit?
I don't know. I mean, Cornell George, maybe you're right. There's just a lot of weird Black Mirror stuff going on right now.
Enter your zip code now.
Yeah, what is that? So I don't know if any other listeners are going through this right now, but it just seems a little creepy.
That is weird. So that brings up a good question, a good topic. Not necessarily for everyone else, but for the team. Are you planning on sticking with?
I'd like to find a different platform, and I know we've tried. You know, Pew Pew, who's on the team, but he got rid of Facebook for many different reasons.
Yeah.
But Pew Pew, you know, we tried a few different platforms.
Yeah.
And so
maybe
we
tried
need
Slack. Remember
Slack? Yeah. I think I'm just gonna. The one reason why we didn't go for one of them is because it costs money. And I remember just being like, to get the entire team switched over to a different platform is going to be tough. Then it's going to charge us per month. I'm like, let's just stick with Facebook.
Let's just go back to MySpace. I think that they upgraded the top 5 to the top 50. So top 50 people of your choice are on the team. Top 50 posters.
I love MySpace. Look, Matt Ware here, Chef Matt, saying there's a lot of new security rules going in place. Yeah, I think they're doing some stuff, man, especially, you know, when Facebook went down for like 8 hours the other day. It's a little crazy. So, no, Brian, look, I'll call Pew Pew in the morning, and maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to switch over to a new platform.
Maybe so. Yeah, we can figure it out. We'll help implement it.
Yeah, big tech is scary though. I tell you, because Cornell's joking, but that's pretty much it. I'm putting in my phone number. I'm putting in my email. I'm giving big tech all my information. And I don't even think about it. Like Instagram wants to know all my new stuff,
you're not giving it to them. You're just confirming that they have what they think they have.
Yeah, that's it. I'm confirming it. Like, what the heck? So, all right, well, moving on.
Okay.
Glad, Cornell, you got in yesterday, and today was a fire session. The angel drops, man, I really want to open the show with those. Something that is not performed a lot in weightlifting that I think is important is getting into that extension and then just slamming under a bar that's stagnant. What do you guys think about them?
I like them. We used to do something along the lines of those. A little bit different. I don't know if it's necessarily harder or easier. The tall snatches.
Oh, yeah.
The hard thing with the tall snatch is it's kind of like a power or nah. It's one of those, some people will stand very tall and literally drop and pull under, and then other people, I'm not saying I'm one of them, but I may be one of them, have a way of naturally just loading this like quarter inch of power and then dropping under. So it's like this little tiny dip and then drop under. Mm-hmm. And I used to get yelled at all the time by old coaches, and they're like, "You're dipping." I'm like, "I'm really not." And I'd watch the video. I'm like, "I kind of am." Mm-hmm. But I really like the angel drop because you do have a little bit of a dip into it, but you're at that full extension. The way I do them is probably a little bit different than what you do them. So maybe it's the Cornell version of the angel drop, but I will come up onto the toes, fully extend, and then I lean back, and then as soon as I feel that I have to step back or fall, that's when I just drop under and pull under.
No, that's fine, and that's fine too. I like to hold them, up top for a second or two just to feel that horizontal power push and to work on balance as well.
It's that confidence for me, like that lean back to be okay with the bar still in the hips, and you're doing the archangel. Because that's a lot of times CrossFitters who convert to weightlifting, they don't do that. They get taught a wrong way, or they cut their lift short for speed, and something that I practiced horribly wrong for years.
I think a lot of CrossFitters and even weightlifters starting out in the sport, they're not taught the lean back. Right. They're not shown the lean back. They don't feel the lean back. They don't feel it. And once you do the angel drop, and if you're listening and you're like, guys, what are you talking about? Well, first of all, it's on YouTube, but go to my Instagram at Attitude Nation. It's the first video on there on my page. First exercise that I do. So you can see how I hold the extension and then pull under a stagnant weightless bar, which is not really weightless, I should say, because there's no oscillation and recoil to this bar. So the minute you start pulling under, that bar's dropping as well, no matter how much power you put in the torque of the third pull. And that's really the benefit of oscillation and recoil in real life. When that bar bends and then when it recoils, it's weightless. Look at the Ilya Alin video at 246 in the clean. That video looks photoshopped, how that bar is just in place for that long. But the angel drops are tough because there is no real peak time. The minute you're pulling under, that bar wants to drop as well with gravity. So check that out on the Instagram there. Cornell's good, though. Sorry, my puppy's having some fun in the hotel room here. But you're finding that extension, and then you're just slamming under as hard as you can. And we talk about feel with CrossFitters and new weightlifters. Once they feel how much torque and speed they can generate with a lower peaked bar, it's game over. It is game over. This whole, how high can I peak the bar? When people come over to Attitude Nation Barbell Club, they learn very quickly, and I'm working this with Andrea right now. They learn very quickly that this is a team. We are a club that peaks the bar very low.
Absolutely.
Yep. Go for it, Brian.
Well, I was just going to say, look at so many champions are the same way. Right, it's not just like the John North method. It's a proven method. It's a proven method to generate power, and not have to just focus on shrug, pull, because it's who can take 200 kilos and shrug it up high?
Yeah,
hardly anybody.
Yeah, show me that lifter. I mean, you have variations of more of a triple extension technique. You have the option to peak the bar with your arms in the shrug, kind of like more of a Norg Vardanian, where there's very little bar body contact, if any. But it's very rare. You have to remember that before 1964, the bar was not allowed to touch your body. If it did, it was a no lift. And so obviously the technique back then was very different. Once they took that rule out and they said, okay, you can make contact, the evolution of the catapult, the bar body contact, the oscillation, the recoil, the lean back, it went nuts. And here
but
he
still had the catapult technique. He still Superman pulled in the very beginning of his lifts. I'm looking at his snatch right now.
Norg Vardanian might have, an extreme swoop in the first pull. He might be driving a late double knee bend is really what the Superman pull is. But I'm pretty sure that there is little to no contact in his lifts besides a violent upward pull and an upward shrug, peaking the bar and then getting under, which performed right will work. But the athlete is not pulling the bar to his tits or to his chin or to his ears. It's not a jump and shrug. And you see these YouTube videos all over the internet of these giant CrossFit seminars just telling you to pull the bar to your chin. Mike Bergener, pull the bar to your chin and then jump and shrug. That's not reality. I mean, look at Chef Matt here. He said, I recently had a coach look at me and ask, why am I leaning back so much? He tried to tell me that the reason why I was jumping forward, or that was the reason why I was jumping forward. So, first of all, asking why are you leaning back, that coach has no idea about weightlifting or technique. No idea. His favorite lifter probably leans back 20 feet. Okay, but he just doesn't notice it because he doesn't understand it and he's never felt it. See, you have to feel it to truly understand it. That's why getting a bar in your hand and just going is the best thing you could do. Can that cause a jump forward? Yes, but 50 other things can cause a jump forward. I can name 100 things in your technique that can cause you to jump forward. So just to say, oh, you're leaning back, that's causing you to jump forward, that is incorrect. That is a simple-minded, head-in-the-sand approach. Yes, the power of opposites in weightlifting is the sport. When the hips drive high, the next thing they have to do in their reaction is recoil back just as fast. Right? The change of direction in weightlifting is the most explosive part of the lift, especially from the top down. So that comment is ridiculous. What do you guys say? Sorry, I don't mean to ramble, but I'm getting fired up right now.
I'm trying to... I had something I was going to say, but then Theo jumped on, and Theo hit, I think, a 5 kilo clean PR yesterday, and then he called me real quick to tell me that I had to hit a bigger number than I thought I had to hit. So I was messaging him really quick.
What did you hit in the and congrats Theo on that too. Theo's getting Theo's getting damn strong, baby. Watch out for Theo. He's blazing, man, and he's a late night garage lifter too. Yeah, I respect Theo greatly on that, man. We have athletes on this team, Cornell, as you know. They grind in the garage. Chef Matt's one of them. Yeah. Brian Neitch is lifting outside. Cornell George here on the mic is a garage lifter. We have garage champions on this freaking team. And you got to respect these garage lifters, especially after a long day of work in the garage. Let's go.
Absolutely. Look, Matt he's a garage lifter too. Chef Matt. He says that the lean back. The coach says something about the lean back is causing him to jump forward. How does that even work? How do you lean back but jump forward? You don't. That's not the cause of it. I just. You got to feel, man. You got to feel the lean back.
Well, I could dissect that comment. It's such a bad comment. It's you can lean back and not be. You can lean back but not have your weight over your heels. You can lean back on a picture. I can look at a picture and say, "Oh, that athlete's leaned back," but what that picture's not showing is that athlete is actually on their toes as far as weight distribution. So therefore, when they start to pull under, there will be a slight jump forward. So if the athlete is leaned back properly and the weight's back over the heels, and that athlete is changing directions with great velocity with the hip recoil, then everything's going to be fine. See, there's a fix to things. See, for a coach just to say, "Oh, that's why. Don't do it.
Sure.
Don't lean back. That's why." I got my level 1. This is what they taught in the book. They don't feel it, so they don't understand.
There's also a difference between a jump back or jump forward and a landing forward. If you get that proper lean back, you're going to be laying back pretty far, and you're not just going to let that bar fly overhead. You're going to pull yourself then through the bar. So if you are pulling yourself violently enough through the bar, there's a chance you're going to pull yourself further forward than your starting position. Sometimes it can look that way. I know that there's a lot of times I'll watch Wes Kitts lift, and I'll watch him lift 3 or 4 times on the same lift, and I'm like, is he jumping forward? And he's really not, but he's coming down basically in the same place that he was lifting or pulling from, but he gets so far back and then pulls himself through that bar to get underneath the bar that sometimes it looks like he's jumping forward.
Yeah. No, the prime example, Kianosh Rostami.
Yeah.
He's so strong. He pulls himself into that barbell.
Yeah. Well, he's moving around the bar, not moving the bar. And I remember when Alex Krychev told me this at California Strength, when I was under him, when about 4 months of being in Cal Strength, Krychev was the head weightlifting coach, and he was big on this. He said it all the time. Move round bar. Do not move bar. When I walk up to 160 kilos in a competition in the snatch, I'm not thinking, I'm going to take this bar and put it over my head. I'm going to take this bar and throw it or move it over my head. I'm going to lift it over my head. I'm never thinking that, Brian and Cornell. I'm thinking, how am I going to move in proper technical positions that's going to get me under this bar? How am I going to sneak under this bar? I mean, I don't like the word sneak. I'll give you that. But you know what I'm saying. I got a hater comment, by the way, on Instagram. So it was the hit and catch drill video I did at Texas Strength the other day. I got done with the session. I was supposed to do the hit and catch for the warm-up. I'm like, hey, babe, film me on this. And it just brought back memories. I was like, man, this is like 2011 Cal Strength days again. And so I was doing the hit and catch drill. You go to my Instagram, at Attitude Nation, watch. It's like the 3rd video over. And I do it really slow so people can see, and I start to speed it up. I get faster. Then I'm going real hard on the hit and catch drill. I'm doing the power, and then I end with the full snatch in the hit and catch drill. And then at the end, I actually go into explanation on some things that I would have loved to take a time machine back and said in the original video. But here is the comment by this guy. Look at this guy. Dr. something. He's a dentist. I went to his... If you click his profile, he's like the 3rd...
It's not Kilo Pino, is it?
Oh, he's followed by Kilo Pino.
He goes, can you direct me to one important lift in history of weightlifting that uses this banging bar technique to lift heavy weights? And then he ends with a thanks. Here's the best part about this. I don't mind the comment. He obviously just doesn't understand weightlifting. But it's the like. Oh, it's the one like. These are the people that get me. At least this guy has enough balls to get on this Instagram account and be condescending with an open hand kind of question, if you will. But if you click the like, look at this guy.
Oh, CrossFit level 2.
Oh, yeah.
He's way up there.
Let's dissect this guy.
I kind of want to like the comment right now.
I know.
Look
I actually did like it accidentally and unchecked it. Hoist operator.
This guy right here is a champion. He does have a C&K shirt on.
Hey, he's a firefighter, first responder. Thank you, buddy. But maybe he just likes dissension.
Just make a post, dude. Don't just like it and then back away like Homer Simpson in that gift where he goes into the bushes.
Yeah, that's great.
So you can hear what I said to the comment. I responded. And I don't respond all the time because I don't have the headspace for this daily.
Why don't you just forward him over to Lasha Tallahassee?
I mean,
have you ever seen his snatch?
That's pretty much it. I said every athlete, I said at his name, every athlete drives the bar back hard into their hips, a.k.a. power position, a.k.a. Penlay step 1. That's a fact. That is a fact. In the snatch, every athlete pulls the bar back into their hips. Penlay 1, power position. Bar making contact with their hips. Some more than others. Some pull it back harder. Okay. We can have the debate that once the bar reaches the hips, some athletes pull up from there. Some athletes continue to pull back as we talk more about the lean back, catapult technique. But as far as the actual contact of bringing the bar into your hips, pretty universal, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hopefully you and the fitness guy that liked my comment now understand. I'm always here to help. You both should get into weightlifting. It's fun.
Yeah, here's the thing. He's coming from the school of Mike Bergner's warm-up. That's the problem, because he is the GOAT in the CrossFit world. And I don't even like to say that word because, no, he's not. He does, And I'm nobody in weightlifting. But I know one thing, that you can't cheat triple extension and act like that's the only way to lift and the technically more sound than anything else. And the ratios are how people lift are way one-sided in the big leagues. I'm talking the big leagues. Anyone can triple extend a 100-kilo snatch.
Mm-hmm.
But put 150 kilos on there and show me that one guy. Mm-hmm. Not Vardanian and his son. I know they're freaks, but they're freaks. I know.
Or Donovan Ford. I can name some pretty vertical.
Donovan Ford.
Very little contact.
So strong.
More of an arm pull up top. Yeah. Okay. But you're right. It is very difficult to find an athlete that doesn't have some pretty good bar bend in the finish. It's hard to find an athlete that doesn't.
Isn't the phrase when the bar bends, the power ends?
Oh, the arms bend. Okay, way off. So that's a whole nother thing. Anytime somebody comes at me with that, I go, you go find a lifter that has straight arms in the pull. I'll pay you. I'll give you 100 energy drinks.
Oh, I'm finding one.
Can you guys find one?
Not yet.
You can't find one.
Kendrick. Just kidding.
Yeah, right. That's like saying CJ Cummings has straight arms.
Mm-hmm, no way, dude. It's like Rich Froning, straight arms, right? In fact, Rich Froning had to say, because he's the example of what not to do according to all the pros in CrossFit. Don't bend your arms. That's terrible. But he snatches 310 pounds. I'd say kilos, but he doesn't.
Well,
kilos.
If we're trying to create mass force between bar and hips, then rowing the bar back with your elbows is creating more force and more velocity. Period. If you're cycling the bar for 30 reps, okay, it's a different story. But this is not CrossFit.
There's also a big CrossFitters. They like to, like you said, they're doing the multiple reps. They're doing the lightweight. They're just picking the bar up, putting it overhead. It's not necessarily called a snatch. It's called a ground to overhead for a lot of their workouts. They don't need to necessarily use their legs for these lifts. I've said for a long time that both the clean and the snatch, they are lower body lifts. You're going to pick that bar up and get it to your hips, and then you're going to use your legs to huck that bar up high enough that you can sneak under it. It's not, if you're just using the upper body and you're just pulling very vertical, it can't be a lot of weight. The biggest muscles in your body are below your waist, not above your waist.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to use your legs, use all of the strength that you have to get that bar basically onto that shelf in your hip, and then throw that weight up as high as you can so that you can squeeze under it. It doesn't mean necessarily you want it to peak as high as you can, but you need to get it high enough that the heavier the weight is, no matter how heavy or how much you can throw it using your legs, the key is what you can get under.
Yeah.
So if it's going to be 200 kilos, you're not going to necessarily try to be like, oh, I only want it to get to my belly button, so I'm only going to throw it to there with my legs. You're still going to throw it as high as you can, but then you got to squeak under it because it's not going to go very high.
Yeah, and we talk about the lean back. If you're super leaned back, well, where are the hips? They're high. It's the uppercut. Yeah. And where's the bar? Well, like Cornell George just said, it's the shelf So if the hips are high, not only is the bar high, but it's also, once it recoils, it's game over. It's going to 246 Ilya. That's all I got to say. 246 Ilya. I mean, he doesn't even have a finish. That's almost a bad example, but you get what I'm saying. Once that bar recoils, it's weightless for much longer. I get Logan's comment here. I'll read it out loud. Are we still arguing about this? Anyone who actually weightlifts doesn't care. Laugh out loud. The only people who still argue this are newbies or CrossFitters, really, and aren't worth the time.
Amen.
Well, newbie weightlifters is my career. So as Logan laughs about it, and he's like, newbie weightlifters. I'm a weightlifting coach, so I have to deal with a lot of weightlifters that come from backgrounds where they're taught that bent arms are bad, that the hit and catch drill is bad, like this dentist here, that bar body contact is bad, don't lean back, that's bad, right? So as a weightlifting coach, I have to go in and say, first of all, that's not bad, and here's why. Then I got to put a bar in their hand, and I want them to feel how great this technique is and what I'm looking for as a coach on their performance in weightlifting. So I get what Logan's saying. But trust
you make
me,
a good point.
You can't just shrug off the newbies and lay our sword down and say, okay, I'm coaching a certain way. It's my job to teach these weightlifters how to basically, as I call it, do street weightlifting.
Absolutely. See, at some point in Logan, I don't know what age or time in your life you are in, but eventually you will want to say, look, these young lifters, the newbie lifters, right? You have to differentiate between weightlifting, how a weightlifter should lift, and how CrossFitters, they're different. How they teach, it's fine, it's different. So eventually you get to the point where it matters, especially for new lifters. Well, it matters because now you can say, you really want to lift some weight?
Let's go.
So let me show you how to do it. You swing under that bar. As that bar is just vibrating in the air,
right there,
2.5 feet off the ground.
Right. So you feel that because you could say that confidently. There's probably someone listening right now going, they have no idea what you're saying because they don't feel it.
Yeah.
Logan has a great point though, because are we still here? Are we still arguing about this? Are we still having this discussion? That's a great point. There shouldn't be a discussion anymore. There shouldn't be an argument anymore. But I can't tell you how many weightlifters DM me, how many new weightlifters come to Team Attitude Nation that just come from the mindset of just the old guard. Right? So, no, we are still arguing about this. This will never die. CrossFit's still doing level 1s. USAW still doing level 1s. I've been to both. It's the same argument. It's the same battle. So, it's never going to die. But you as a weightlifting coach have to stick to your guns and do what you feel is best for your athletes. And same with the athlete. You have to be comfortable with what you're being taught. So, it's an interesting point.
I don't understand the comment right here. Logan says, my argument against shoulders back is that you can't get everything out of your knee extension.
Oh, so wrong.
But here's the thing.
The horizontal power push of a leaned back finish is creating so much push through against the platform as if you're trying to swoop a carpet out from underneath you, where if you let go of that bar, you will just slingshot back against the wall behind you. If we talk about power, like Cornell talks about, with the strength being under the hips, this is why your top weightlifters have a pretty strong lean back, and some extreme lean back is because of that power push. Brian, sorry, go ahead. I interrupted.
No, I was just saying, I see. Are you arguing against it? Because Logan actually lifts this way. Like he does the catapult method. He has the lean back.
Let me see. Where's his? Is he on YouTube?
Instagram.
He's got to have some YouTube videos.
Great technique.
Here he is.
I don't understand the
I got him.
The argument.
Logan Gruber,
but think about it.
2021.
Look at Klokov. Look at the man from so many people have that archangel, that, as you call it, the lean back, that bar in the hips extension back. And here, I'll message you, John, the link.
His clean is pretty vertical. I'm trying to find his snatch. See, Logan, look, you've made top weightlifting talk.
But I was looking at Klokov posted a video today, a few hours ago, where he pauses, right?
Oh, here you go.
You know his.
Oh yeah, that's wild. Jacob Mason 81 versus Logan Gruber 67 snatch battle, 2020.
Yeah. So that lean back is huge. It's part of the that's how you get back under the bar.
I think one of the other things is, I'm not trying to fight for one side or the other, but I didn't know Bergner before CrossFit. Like I did, I actually do have a lot of friends who did know him quite well before CrossFit was big. I think they may have taken one little comment that he made at one point and blown it up and turned it into the CrossFit Bible. Because I do know Bergner. I have lifted in his garage multiple times. He has critiqued my lifting multiple times. And I've gone and I've made certain comments where I'm like, I know that I lean back a lot. I know that I use more hip contact. I know, and when it's one-on-one with him, he's like, no, you're great. You don't have to lift how I teach you or how I teach to the masses. Yeah. Because that's what I'm teaching to the masses. If I was going to teach you, or if I was going to be your coach, I would not change your technique.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I'm with you, Cornell, and you make a great point. You were there. I've never trained under Bergner, so what you're saying holds a lot of water. But it's comments though. It's comments that say when he says the arms bend, the power ends. I've said this before. That's where I have, beef is the wrong word. In my opinion, he crosses the line. He had
zero problem with my bent arms. Didn't Donnie start out underneath him originally?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if you look at how Donnie lifts, he does not lift how Bergner coaches. I think that Bergner coaches a lot just to the masses, you want to do, forgot whatever that CrossFit workout is, it's 75 basically muscle snatches. Mm-hmm. Like you're not going to catapult that because it's like 35 kilos.
Yeah.
That's going to be a different technique in there.
You make a good point.
But I think that too many CrossFit coaches and CrossFit athletes.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They take it and they just like to. They're like, oh yeah, this is how you snatch. You're doing it wrong. I know you're doing 300 plus pounds and I'm doing 100, but you're doing it wrong. So I think that there's a lot of stuff different when it.
Well, again, I think that they think you're doing it wrong because they just don't feel technique. They don't feel the other ways of lifting. Like Logan's saying, Logan says I like both. Logan feels both. He understands both, so he can comment and say, "Okay, I can change this. I can work this. I can maneuver my technique this way. I can see athletes in different lights."
Some days it's triple extension, and some days it's Logan's. It's however he's feeling for the day.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
Sorry, Logan.
I'm saying that he has the eye to see both. He has the eye not only to see both, but to understand both. Right? That's what I'm saying. Logan definitely, Brian, I think you're incorrect, but Logan he's pretty vertical, very vertical in the finish. Pretty vertical, I will say. I'm not seeing the lean back.
I've seen it much more in the snatches.
Yeah, it's in snatching.
Yeah, it's lean back, but it's pretty.
I screenshotted it, but I.
If you guys, I sent you guys a video of a master's lifter named Cameron Brown. Mm-hmm. If you want to see like an amazing fast lifter, look this guy up. His Instagram is Cameron Brown is stronger than you. This man, that bar peaks 2 inches up, like below his belly button, and he's under it. He's an 81 kilo master's lifter. He won last year. I'm sure he'll multiple again. Like that attempt at a 135 double, it was.
Yep.
And the amount of rest he had in between, he didn't make it. But when Instagram was cool and you had 15 seconds for a video, he would have fit that 135 double attempt into that. And it is complete lean back and then just rip your body underneath that bar and get under the bar however possible. There's no high peak. There's no hangout time of floating. It's
but
watch that guy.
Here's the thing. Text me his Instagram, Cornell. I want to see this guy.
Yeah,
I want to see this guy. Here's the thing, though. I remember when I first got to Cal Strength, and I had great success with multiple different techniques. When people say, what's John talking about different? Because there is different techniques. Why? I know from personal experience. I've been on different teams. I've had different coaches. Every coach I've had has completely changed my technique. Every coach I had taught a completely different technique from the very first day of weightlifting to now, if I'm working with somebody or if I'm training under somebody or for traveling or whatever, right? So there are different techniques. There's different philosophies and approaches in every club, right? So when I got to Cal Strength, though, and I learned the quote-unquote more Eastern European catapult technique, right? I was in shock and I was confused and I didn't understand. Why? Because I've never felt it. Again, you have to go back to the feel. That's why these trolls and these haters, not always haters, maybe people just asking questions, truly don't understand. Why is John doing the hit and catch drill? Why is John talking about the arms bending? Why is John so leaned back in the finish? What is this? This is wrong. I don't understand. And when people don't understand something, what do? Wrong. What do? Incorrect.
Exactly.
They go to their comfort zone. My whole mission in weightlifting, well, there's multiple missions, but one big one is to have people feel it. Like Brian Neitsch, you've been on the team for a while. You're just starting to feel it. Like you're a testament of how it takes time to feel this technique that I coach. And once you feel it, you can then respect it and understand it. And that's what I'm saying to the chat board here and everybody listening is, I understand there's more than one way to skin a cat. I used to skin cats differently back in the day. Dude, I qualified for big meets, lift and triple extension, no bar body contact. I'm not hating. I agree with Cornell, with Bergener. I mean, Cornell has great insight on Bergener that I don't have. So it's good to hear. But the people that attack the catapult, they don't understand because they don't feel.
Yeah. I just DM'd you 2 of his lifts, John.
Thank you.
To me, absolutely right. It's all this whole solid contact with the bar, and this becoming one with my back, and now feeling the bar bend and sling down or pull myself under, and then it pops right in this place. That's a whole new feel.
Yeah.
One of the
Cornell,
things that I was thinking is, if you're going to do a jerk, you're going to dip, you're going to drive, you're not going to let that bar just rise up until it stops mid-air and then push yourself under. The whole point of the dip, the drive, and you push yourself under while that bar is weightless. If you can pull that bar into your hips enough and get enough oscillation with that bar, that's when it is weightless. It's just like in the jerk, and then you are then pulling yourself underneath the bar. It's all about using the bar and its natural or not. Well, like I don't have all the scientific words, but like physics.
right. Physics. Cornell, that video you sent me, again, social media is being weird. Post unavailable.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, dude. It's a weird day of technology for me. It's scary because my coaching team is basically technology, so I got to figure this out. By the way, really quick, you have to stay tuned for tomorrow. Me and Greg Doucette are getting back on the mic together to announce huge updates, huge news regarding the Gladiator League. We already did the podcast last week. Guys, you have no idea. Like, you have no idea. Like, I understand 12 meets a year, prize money. We're taking out the press out rule. It's going to be fire. We're going to commentating is going to be fire. I understand that, guys. I understand. It's going to be fire. But it's going to be great. But what we're dropping, worldwide, lifting against people across the whole world. But what we're dropping tomorrow is the coolest thing I've ever heard in my entire existence of life. Wow. Yeah, that's a big statement. Well, that's incorrect. Reading the Bible, that's all way more cool. But in the field of weightlifting, me and Greg are going to drop bombs on you people.
Bombs over
So
Baghdad.
that's all I'll say. I'll say.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. That's it. That's it.
I'm excited. That's good to it's good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
I'm
John,
excited
check
for this
check your
Saturday.
phone one more time.
Yeah, this Saturday. Oh, thanks.
Now I direct message you a screen recording.
Hey, John, this Saturday is the team comp.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be fun. No taper either, by the way.
No taper, you said?
Yeah,
No
total,
taper.
total train.
I saw that. I was looking earlier, and I was like, "Gosh, we're just going hard
Oh,
right
this
into
guy.
the end."
This guy is a freak, Cordell.
And here's the thing: if you're on the team, then you know that after the competition, there's more work to be done.
Yeah. Oh, you know it, baby. I'll never forget when Glenn had me go squat after the meet. I was taking off my singlet, my shoes, and I was like, "Yeah, that was awesome." And then he was like, "Where are you going?"
Yeah, right.
I was like,
What's the philosophy?
I don't
you learned,
know.
John?
I'm gonna go
If you give a heavy clean on the bar, you might as well load it up with a deadlift.
I was like, "Yeah, right." For everybody not doing the meet on Saturday, we have Super Total, but that's always fun. But I remember, like, I don't know, Coach, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette and then go get some food, go sit in the hot tub at the apartment and have a beer. Like, what do you mean, where am I going? I just went 5 for 6, went 60-90 on him, man. What do you want from me? I'm number 1 weightlifter in the world. No, not the
But
world.
John,
in the country.
you just worked up to a single.
Yeah, John, we're going to do squats, too. Oh, my gosh.
And you
are
wait
serious?
and you wait in light.
Yeah, and you weighed in at 92. What are you talking about, Coach? Besides Ferris, I'm blazing fire in this game. Logan says, how do I join the Gladiator League? That's an awesome question. Logan just made my night.
That is awesome.
Logan's bringing the heat this podcast, by the way. Chef Matt is too. Joey, how we doing? Meat week for me down in GA as well. Oh, that's the one Bud's doing. Bud's competing this weekend. We got Bud this weekend. We got our team in-house competition Saturday. For all the other athletes, we have Super Total Saturday. So, Logan, Gladiator League, I'll just say it right now. It's not fully set in stone, but right now we have it at $30 a pop. So it's $30 a competition. And that's it. There's no registration. There's no annual thing. There's no annual membership. It's $30 a competition. It's going to be one competition per month. By the way, it could be more. I mean, we're still working things out. I'm on a Skype meeting with Greg for an hour a day. I mean, and you know Greg, guys. We're talking PowerPoint meetings. This guy is like Beautiful Mind and with Russell Crowe.
He's a living Excel spreadsheet.
No, the spreadsheets Excel that he does to me, Brian. I'm like, I need to go back to college. I'm like, babe. I'm like, Jess, can you come here, please? So, just do the meets, man. But I'm going to say this. I'll do a tease for tomorrow. Formula One.
Ooh, Formula One.
Formula One. It's going to change the game. It's changing the sport. Let me put it this way. If you ever watched the last race of the Formula One season and the Red Bull car takes 12th, but then they're on the podium and they're celebrating the world championship, and you're like, wait a minute, that person just took 12th.
Are you talking about cumulative points?
Hey, that's all I'm going to say. Bro, that's it.
Oh my God, we're gonna have the C4 Starburst cup.
I can't believe you just guessed.
You
Look,
do all 12. Do you get like a special?
hey, look.
Like the
all I'm going to say, there's
Spartan races,
postseason.
like they do the 3 and then all the medals go together into one big one.
Dude, just wait till tomorrow. Wait till Greg gets on the mic.
Like, how
wait till
awesome would
Greg-
it be if at the end of the year you come in with like the biggest point total, and you are presented with this gigantic
You don't even know.
sword
You're
or shield.
you're just scratching the surface on what Greg
I
is going
can't
to
wait.
drop tomorrow. Sherry's saying, and good evening, Sherry. She's saying, when are you announcing the time on Saturday? Tomorrow. We're announcing the team competition, all the information tomorrow. So, ladies lift. I got to open up my
I think that Greg posted already
yeah,
on
he
the
posted
Facebook
on the
page.
thing. It's,
I have a question that everybody wants to ask, but nobody's afraid to ask
Here
except
it is.
I'm not afraid.
I have it right here. What are you afraid to ask?
I'm not afraid to ask, but I know others are afraid to ask. What are we going to do about drug use.
Oh yeah, no testing. Somebody asked me that on Instagram. Will you guys tag Sherry in that post that Greg did? I'll do it actually. Hold on. Hey. There we go. So the drug use is interesting question, Brian.
It's creatine.
Hey, where did I go? I'm not in the coffee shop anymore. What?
No?
What?
Yeah.
You're kind of dark, John.
Oh, I'm dark. There we go. I like how you guys have the nice.
Light on you.
You guys have the glass cups with the little bagels, and I have just a to-go coffee.
You sure do. Here, like I'm gonna try to grab one.
Like, why is my screen so weak? No, look, your federation tests you. Why do I need to test you? So it's just whatever.
That's good. That's good.
It's like
I just wanted to know which address I need to send my pee.
So I don't know. Look, here's the thing. There's so much corruption in CrossFit with drugs.
Thank you.
There's obviously so much corruption within IWF. I mean, that is like literally the biggest understatement of the year. So we look at IWF and the mess of drugs. We look at CrossFit and just the absolute I'm not even going to say mess, just the nonchalant,
yes,
random pop once a year. Like, give me a break, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to even look. Go
That's
lift
good.
weights,
Somebody,
have fun.
it,
let's do. No, it's a great question. Let's lift weights. Let's have fun. And I think that 90% of the lifters will be with a federation in their country that are already on the drug testing.
Yeah. Why is the word? Why when someone talks about steroid use in weightlifting or CrossFit, that people get so offended when their favorite athlete is accused of taking drugs? Because if let's say you accuse Maddie Rogers or not Mrs. Nye or whoever, right? And they come out of the woodworks like you're some kind of Judas who just like stabbed her in the heart when you're just suggesting. Wait, and I'm not saying she is. I have no clue. She's probably clean. You know what I mean? People are so sensitive.
Right, Connor.
What's up, John?
Hey, we're live on the podcast. Me, Brian Neitch, and Cornell George.
Connor hit a PR too.
Hey, nice
Big old PR.
Nice training today, Connor.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We got to get Connor on here.
Know it.
I don't know. If
I'm always down for a podcast.
All right, why don't you call into Skype, Connor?
Oh, right now?
It sounds like you're driving. Next show, jump on with us, okay?
Yeah, I'm driving right now. But yeah, next show, let me know. I'll jump on with you.
I'll call you off air, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, see you, buddy. Yeah, Connor's one of those guys that just trusts the program and he just grinds.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he does. Yeah. He just grinds.
His energy. If you're around him live in person, his energy is just like bubbly. I love it.
What's Theo saying here? He's saying that Zach Talender's pissing people off on his YouTube?
Did you watch I haven't watched it yet, but I saw the little snippets, John, where you are considered one of the GOAT people to lead people to weightlifting.
Oh, no, I cried.
Yeah.
So I know I'm supposed to sit here and be real cool and be like, yeah, I saw it. Oh, that was nice of them.
Oh, so Theo's suggesting...
No, I made a whole post about it, Cornell. Posted on my Facebook.
I've been sick.
I was very grateful and humbled. I seriously cried. Like it meant the world to me. It was very nice that Seb said that and Zach said that.
Baby.
And, just knowing it took me back to the beginning and the journey and the people in my life. I'm sentimental. I'm emotional. So I started thinking about Glenn. I started thinking about just all the people in my journey.
I love that comment, John. They said you have gotten more people into weightlifting than anyone ever.
And that's such a compliment and such a nice thing to say. And I just started thinking about the journey and how is it possible that I'm even here today? And especially for what I come from, it feels like, I was just a lost kid in a crack house not too long ago. And here we are. So I didn't mean to interrupt, Brian. Go ahead. But it was very nice comment.
No, you're fine. I was just commenting about Coach Zach T pissing off everyone on YouTube, he says. But I think he's saying he's basically laying it out there about drug use or about and telling facts about things, like, you know, it's going to be interesting to go watch his YouTube video.
Yeah. I mean, look, if he's pissing some people off, that's a good thing. You know, I mean, I've been upsetting people my whole career.
I love it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, not really anymore, but I used to. I was kind of the black sheep of weightlifting, and, you know, Johnny Cash, finger up, and you couldn't tell me nothing, baby. I was, you know, laying fire to the sport. But
that's it. He's calling out CrossFitters that they are dirty.
Oh, okay.
And I agree 100%.
Well, look, when you have a comment and you believe something and you're passionate about it, speak your mind. You got to respect someone that at least speaks their mind. And if you disagree with them, then have an honest debate. But just getting mad and becoming a troll and a hater, it's like, that doesn't do anything. Like, have an actual debate with them.
Yeah, I know a handful of CrossFitters that are definitely on sauce. And it's funny, there's one team, there's a team of like 3 or 4 guys, depending on how big of they like to do a lot of like team CrossFit competitions. And there's one guy that I know is clean, and there's the other 2. It's mostly a team of 3, but there's occasionally a 4th. One guy's definitely clean. The other 2, they all do the same workouts. They all eat the same food. And you can just tell, kind of based on their bodies, like, who's on and who's not. And the one guy who's clean, he's a little bit heftier, a little bit bigger of a guy. And the other 2 are just, they look like they're ready to go step onto a bodybuilding like show. And they're all doing the same exact work. They all hang out all the time. It's just kind of obvious when a lot of these CrossFitters, like, who's on and who's not. Mm-hmm. And there's just certain people that you can't look like the way that some of these people are looking without being on the extra stuff.
Yeah, there are freak athletes in the world, right? The Fronings, the Tia Tumis, you know. But you boost them a little bit with something that helps them recover and breathe better every day. I mean, you're going to steamroll the world, and that's what happens. I don't know if they're dirty.
Well, look, but I'm just saying. Here's the thing:
the freak athletes, they put it all together. Boom. You
know, we talk about this, and we just had the Mr. Olympia, which Kilo Pino was out at, by the way.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He's out.
How do you do?
He's
sorry.
That was the best joke of the day. Kilo Pino. Where's Kilo Pino? Hold on, I'm gonna call Kilo Pino here.
Okay, that was the best joke to date ever.
Oh, I just want to call everybody.
Did you see his picture with Jay Cutler?
Yeah,
whoa, yeah.
Jay's a legend, man. I actually hung out with Jay, like hung to the point where if Jay saw me, he might even say, "Hey, John." Maybe. I know I'm blowing my head up a little bit.
Like, hey, John, you lost weight.
Yeah, maybe not much. Maybe.
But his arms are huge. Still,
but, you know, he actually held Lincoln in a picture. Yeah, but Jess did his show in Vegas, and she killed it. But I digress. I was saying, so we just had the Mr. Olympia 2021, which I would have loved to gone to, and there's one topic that nobody talks about and nobody cares. And it's steroids. Nobody cares. They don't care.
The world doesn't care.
They don't care. They don't talk about it. It's not a discussion. And the same thing with CrossFit. Nobody cares. Nobody talks about it. Nobody cares. I'll say it again. Plain and simple. Well, nobody's looking at Big Ramsey on stage, whispering in the audience, "I think he's dirty."
No way.
Like, nobody,
he's a natty.
Nobody's saying that. Nobody.
Wait. For his credit, right? The king of all bodybuilders, not Arnold, Ronnie. He went out on Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan asked him straight up, "So what do y'all do? What's a round of steroid drugs look like?" He goes, test, of course. He says, it's a D-ball, and that's about it.
No, he said a few other things. I mean, he did make the point, though, that it's not a medicine cabinet as much as people think. But you also got to remember, too, which, by the way, the stuff he was taking is still very hardcore. But you got to remember, too, that he made the point that he was getting all of his stuff straight up from the doctor. So he's getting pure, certified, quote unquote, clean,
the good stuff.
And they're taking into account his size, his muscle mass, his fat percent. Like, they're taking into account. He doesn't have doctors doing this. He has straight up scientists testing, like doing research on his body. Like,
but to his credit too, he put the work in. It's not like, and this is a misconception, like when people talk about steroids, like you're some kind of, Mr. Rogers or Captain America. You don't put steroids in your body and bam, all of a sudden you're just huge.
No, that's the thing. I don't want to get big like Jay Cutler. What are you talking about? You know that comment? I want to work out. I just don't want to get that big. Jay Cutler is an art. He's a Picasso. Here's the thing. You know what I love about bodybuilding is the fact that even though everyone's on, who's showing up? Who's putting the work in? Who is put in the work in and who's showing up? Period. And that's the thing with high-level weightlifting. You watch Lasha and you watch these guys like Ilya. They're all on. Who's going to show up? Who did their squats? Who did their pulls? Who trained 2-3 times a day? Who's not going out
John,
drinking?
Did you see Ilya? He said that exact thing. He said, I'm over here the last 20 years of my life training 2 or 3 times every day, dying in the gym, and you're going to act like this.
Yeah,
IWF.
Bull crap, Let them play, let them go. I don't condone it, but at the end of the day, nobody cares. Everyone still calls Ilya the GOAT, even though he's been popped like 100 times by now. Nobody cares because he put the work in, he showed up, and he performed. Period. Now, I do agree, and I know we're getting down a rabbit hole here, that if you do drugs in USAW, you're a cheater. Well, geez, John. Well, geez, Brett. If God is love. Yeah, right. Geez, Brett.
Jeez, Brett. That's a new one. I love it.
Yeah, he always says that to himself. Well, geez, Brett. Why do bad things happen to good people? I digress. And if you're sitting there going, geez, John, you're not making any sense. What are you talking about? Because in USA weightlifting, you're clean. Mm-hmm. It's clean. It's fair. We have USADA. Period.
Yep. Agreed.
But Ramsey going up against, whoever he's going up against these days, no one cares.
This just in. Ilya is 33 years old.
Oh,
he's almost a master. Do you think that will be his comeback?
How about this, John? Come on, you have connections all over the world. Ilyan.
Oh,
the face of
Gladiator League.
International Gladiator.
Well, that's the thing. I told Harley Burke on the phone today. I said, and look, I don't want to spoil the points too much, but I'm telling you right now, you're going to love tomorrow's show. But if you are a full-time Gladiator League athlete and you're hitting every meet per month or multiple meets per month, which could be the case, and you're performing at a high level, you got your rent paid.
Dang.
I'm just saying you're making money. You're making money, and this is the first year. Wait till we get into year 2, 3, 4, 5, and etc. There's no reason why a weightlifter can't be making NFL money.
Gosh, I love it.
There's no reason why, and that might be kind of a big statement.
Millions?
There's no reason why a weightlifter can't be making money.
Yeah.
Like more
money. Let's just say 50 grand a year.
Why can't a weightlifter be making $50K a year? Why?
Right.
Why can't I give away? Why can't weightlifting, the Gladiator League, me and Greg Doucette, why can't we be the UFC of weightlifting? Why can't we be giving away 100 racks to an athlete for winning the Grid League Cup? I'm sorry, the Grid League, the Gladiator Cup. Why? Why not?
You can. But you have to be that person who believes in it.
I tell you,
who said it back in the day, right? Nobody gave these golfers $2 million for a victory, $10 million for a victory, but they are now. Jack Nicklaus, he never made $5 million in his career. One of the best golfers of all time.
and you know what? We ain't taking a penny. It's getting dumped in this thing. Dumped in this thing. You know, I don't plug things anymore because I don't need to. I'm content. Okay? I have my weightlifting team. I have my kids. I have this podcast. I'm content in my life. I'm not waking up every day grinding for cash like I used to. Mm-hmm. Those days are over. I'm putting everything I have into this barbell club, right, that I've been doing, right? We got the best team in the world, and I'm dumping all my chips into this Gladiator League. I mean, I told Greg on the meeting tonight, I mean, it's World Takeover. I mean, it's AWF times 3. So get ready.
That's awesome. To remote, anyone can join.
Worldwide, remote.
And it's untested.
Untested.
And no press out.
No press out.
Oh,
no press out, man. Oh, look at that. Genesis 1-1 when you three-hand up there.
There may be, like, you can't wear straps, but you can wear one.
You can wear straps.
Like one hand?
You can wear no, you can't wear straps.
I got straps, dude.
I got you.
Pause in the snatch.
Yeah, pause. Hang snatch.
All the rules, I'm sure, will be vetted out, but this is going to be super epic. I can't wait.
Let me see that tattoo, Brian. Yeah, so sick.
Yeah. So maybe tomorrow we'll find out about maybe competition 1 if we have some type of future date.
Hey, just know Formula 1. Formula 1. That's it.
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Every garage lifter in the world should be part of this.
Yeah,
Every garage
100%.
You know, and every weightlifting team that owns a weightlifting team that runs a weightlifting team that has access to plates in a bar, 20 kilo bar, 15 kilo bar, have all your lifters. You could enter the weightlifting world, John, competition wise, in one of these gladiator events.
100%. You know who's going to actually make all the money in this? It's not the lifters. Me and Greg aren't making nothing. It's non-profit. We just dumping it. You know who's going to get rich on this?
Pfizer.
Aaron Torres.
Sorry.
Who did Cornell say?
Pfizer.
No. Brandon. Go Brandon.
Brandon.
No, Torres. The clothing line.
Oh
yeah.
The Gladiator League clothing line. He's going to be making all the swag. We're going to have shirts. We're going to have everything. Sweatshirts, pants, socks, hats. I mean, Torres is going to be making money hand over fist. I'll be living in a cardboard box. I'll be in the hotel still.
Okay, so he prints these manually. We might have to talk because I'm in the printing industry. Find out. Get some bulk printing.
Yeah.
You're right. Good for him.
Yeah, Torres is going to make... Torres already makes good money with Team Attitude Nation and clothing line.
Yes, by the way, I have a particular sweater, hoodie I need to send to y'all too.
Nice.
I remember, people that promote their barbell club stuff always it confuses me. It's like nobody who wants to buy that if you're not on the team.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to buy Mayhem stuff. I'm sorry.
No, the only barbell club I will rock that is Milwaukee Barbell. Because they got the best shirt in the world.
Freedom.
Oh, and
Milwaukee
Freedom.
Barbell.
And Freedom.
Hey, that's Logan's gym.
Oh, it is Logan's gym. I always forget
Heck yeah, Milwaukee Barbell.
Hey, Logan.
Just all about Logan today.
Isn't El Codio moving to Milwaukee?
Minnesota, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I wonder if he's going to go and take on Logan for the top lifter in the gym award.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of a world championships where you get 2 shots?
A
two competition world championship. Oh, guys, you don't even know.
Oh my gosh,
Greg is turning. Greg tomorrow, and look, I take 0 credit for this, by the way. Greg is going to turn the weightlifting world upside down tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, could you imagine, like the Attitude Nation Barbell Club and Cal Strength fighting to recruit athletes?
Look,
It could turn into a draft.
Go watch the Formula One documentary on Netflix. Welcome to the Gladiator League.
Yeah,
You got to have a team, baby. You got to have a squad. You want to talk about the rodeo of weightlifting? How many points can you get? It ain't about kilos. Kilos turn into points.
Man, that's interesting,
bro.
Man, I have so many questions, but I'm just gonna have to keep my mouth shut and wait till tomorrow.
So the real question is, how many? Cornell, can I automatically?
I'm already giving too much away.
Claim you right now.
Okay. Automatically what?
I'm claiming Cornell on my team.
There's no teams.
You said squad, so
there's
I'm
no teams.
There's like 5 people per squad,
but
and then our points actually create like this whole shoot off leg of the competition, which is like in December.
No, you're going to be battling each other. Like you guys get to see. That's the thing is because it's hard to explain.
No, don't say it. Don't.
We'll wait till tomorrow.
I'm ready.
We'll wait till tomorrow.
We'll let the master come out tomorrow and explain it all.
Yeah, you'll have an account. You'll have an account on the site where you can, you'll have your point tracker and you go up against other people and you can talk smack and there's different ways to get points and it's a whole world, man. It's like Mario. You're getting coins.
Oh, dude, that's so awesome.
It's like, bro, let me tell you something. Greg's like, hey, you need to sit down and Skype me. We need to have our meeting. So I was like, all right. And dude, I tell you right now, I literally almost fell out of my chair. I'm like, Greg, whatever you're telling me right now, I almost feel like I can't be hearing this.
So one thing that's cool, you should what if you rope in to promote it? It would be not only this podcast, your Instagram, but Coach and Zach and Zeb.
Yeah, I should get him on the
eventually.
show. Yeah, I'll get him on Weightlifting Talk.
Yeah,
get them doing it and stuff, and maybe call Seb and get on Weightlifting House or whatever. So that'd be great.
Oh, promote dude, Gladiator League.
Yeah, no, I want to. Well, and that's the other thing too. Reach out a few friends, like promote it. Get it out there.
You're gonna blow up, man. Be ready, John.
All right, gentlemen, that was fun.
It is. It was. It still is.
It was. It's getting late.
Absolutely. I love that we're creating this excitement for weightlifting. It's like it should be that way.
Yeah, I gotta admit, yesterday, first day back after being sick for 3 weeks, it was amazing.
Oh, that's great. I love hearing that. Well, it's in the roots, man. I was on the podcast with Dylan Grant today from Bresh Crew, and we were talking about how you have to go back to your roots in life sometimes to really appreciate what you're doing. So with Cornell, day one today, it's like, man.
I went all the way back. Here's how far back I went.
You went under the table, the coffee table.
I went back to the original hot pink Attitude Nation straps that I have.
Oh,
the first pair that I got.
School.
They fit. They are molded to my hand. It's 4 years of everyday use before you came out with a whole bunch of other colors, and then I had to have them all. They're actually you have the Oz green? Had so much sweat and chalk on them that they're a solid inch smaller than my other ones because they're so form fitted.
Oh, that's freaking fantastic! That's how you know you're
they're in perfect condition still.
That's how you know you're a warrior. Oh no, I will say I don't mean to toot. Well, I'm tooting Jessica's horn, but those straps do not break.
No,
I mean I will just be up front with you. Let me see if we have any straps.
I don't think you should promote them right now, knowing that you're in a hotel still.
Oh no, we got the post office.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we just can't make any. Here we go. Oh wait. Click. Oh, out of stock. We're out of stock on I think almost all of them right now. Dude, I'll tell you, my favorite color is the Oz green. Oz green, the dark Oz green. Come on.
Got them.
I've got them.
I lived with those.
My favorite pair that I wear most of the time are my gold ones that I ordered right after I won nationals because I was like, I got gold.
I'm looking at the
awesome.
gold right now. That's sick, Cordell. Wear your gold medal when you're lifting with your gold straps.
Yep.
Oh, we have no. Hey, honey, we have no straps for sale. Oh, Jess is right. I forget. Everything's in the pod coming down from Oregon.
Yeah.
So we can't sell any.
The storage.
You know, one of my friends started that. I think it's called Grit Performance. The sweat towels, and it took him. It's a long story, but he has them all. He shipped them all to Amazon. I wonder if this is something that you guys could make up a couple hundred of a batch and then start selling them on Amazon, and they just automatically ship them from there.
Oh. That's a good idea. Hey, do you guys have 3 minutes and 45 seconds to listen to the funniest thing you've ever heard in your whole life?
Which
Okay.
play? Yeah.
Like, are you like the funniest? You guys like Chipotle, right?
Love it.
Have you heard of Sebastian Maniscalco?
Love Chipotle. They make a really nice burrito over there. It's so terrific.
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Do you guys know Sebastian?
No.
He's got specials all over Netflix. Watch them all, and you'll die. Here we go.
The employees can't stop eating it. The employees are never working. They're always in the dining room eating. Ever walk in there, you're like, where are the workers? The only guy behind there is the guy cutting chicken, just looking at you. Right? He's not trained on burrito building.
All right, here you go. It gets really good right about now.
And I'm watching the people order. I mean, there's a sneeze glass there, right? But people always hook the arm over the glass. I'll have corn. I'll have more corn.
That is so me, by the way. I am the guy that has to reach over the glass to point at what I want.
Yeah, I that's all. Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm sorry. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, it's so funny.
Do you talk a little bit with spit coming out too?
Well, you know, COVID. So a little COVID in the
That
chili.
guy, he's hilarious. That guy's funny. He talks about like the accents about New York and Italian.
Oh,
It's
he's
hilarious.
It's not soundproof. It goes right over the glass. Get your claw out of the salsa. And nobody talks to the Chipotle people. There's no conversation that happens.
There's no conversation.
They listen to the same shit 8 hours a day, right? Steak, beans, cheese, gone. I've never seen anything like this.
I've never seen anything like this.
It's like you're not even... It's like a robot. Chicken, peppers, lettuce.
Imagine. Bowl or tortilla.
You ready? Here's how he says it here. Ready?
And the employees...
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got to see it for it to really...
all day long.
You hear what he said? All day. You know, and that's the thing is... You got to love what you do no matter what, even if you work at Chipotle. But I tell you right now, man, when your day sometimes gets tough, my day gets tough, Cornell's day gets tough, Brian, sometimes you just got to think, man, at least I'm not doing Chipotle all day.
That came out left. That's awesome.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Greg's on. What's up?
I'm just saying. I'm not being mean to anybody that works at Chipotle. I'm saying that it is a job that you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it full time for like 10 years.
Chicken, beef. It's a starter job.
It's a starter job.
Now,
Now, look,
if you're managing,
if you work,
that's like this whole. That's why you can't have $15 an hour for minimum wage. You got to have starter jobs where you learn and to go through the suck. of working.
All right, hold on. Let's finish this.
And God forbid if you ask for guacamole. Oh, my God. The whole store goes
Oh, we know
into
what
a
it says,
panic
don't we?
attack.
Real good.
They don't even know how to tell you it's extra money, right? You're like, put some guac on that? It's $1.80 extra. Is that okay? Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's worth it.
Most stressful job at Chipotle has to be wrapping these damn things, right?
Now, here's the best part.
Sweating, he's like, gotta get down,
Here's the best part right here.
talk it and talk.
Here we go.
It took me 23 minutes to get a burrito out of this place. Right? I felt at the end of this, Chipotle owed me something. So I asked for a water. I filled it up with Coca-Cola. Least they could do. 23 minutes in line. I go to the Coca-Cola machine, and I stare at them while I fill it. Coca-Cola in the see-through glass. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it?
Say something. Look, I have to admit, I used to do that, but I stopped eventually.
Is it stealing?
Yeah, it's stealing. You lied.
No.
You lied.
That's a sin.
It's a sin. It's wrong. It's morally wrong. Now people can say it's just a little. It's those big corporations won't lose any money. I mean, who cares about money?
Right. It's not. It's about your conscience.
Yeah, it's all that. You just broke your own law inside yourself.
Mm-hmm. Now, I did steal the other day. I was at Chuck E. Cheese. We celebrated my wife's birthday at Chuck E. Cheese, by the way. I took her to Chuck E. Cheese with the kids. Had a cake and everything for her. Had a party. Not a party room, but a party table, babe. Okay. We had a fun time. And my wife likes Diet Coke. But I forgot to order a Diet Coke, and So I admit to everybody live on air, I took the water cup, and I got Diet Coke. I know.
Well, that's okay. You guys ever go to a restaurant that has a salad bar? Don't order the salad bar, but walk up to it and take something off.
Or get seconds. Yeah.
Second.
You're like, this plate is only good for one salad bar plate. And you're like, in the back of your mind, you're like, lady, I'm not following that.
Do I look like a one salad bar guy?
Oh, at Papa. Chuck E. Cheese. Oh. Wow, we're still live.
We're live.
We are.
We are.
I asked if anyone was still there.
Greg jumped on. What else we did? Zach Tallender told me this when he was on my show a few months ago. He's like, hey, we should just do a podcast for like 3 days straight.
Oh my God. Imagine like people call in and off and on. They just call.
I was like, that would actually be a good idea. Just Truman Show it. Oh, look, Chef Matt's on.
What's up, Matt? Dude, dude, you have the Truman Show picture on. That's today's weightlifting.
It is. It's the movie.
Oh my God.
So Queen's Gambit was Monday, and today is the Truman Show workout.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow is AI. No, Gladiator. Oh, Joey's still here.
Yo, Joey.
We should just do
He's
a podcast.
doing a meet this weekend. He said that the winner gets a sword.
Ooh, bodybuilding style.
Yeah.
Let's go, Bud. Bud versus Joey.
Ooh. We got to try to recruit Joey.
Joey, Attitude Nation Barbell Club. Where you at?
Here's what I'm thinking, too, actually. I think that if the Gladiator League goes, like I think it will, like I know it will, I might just start a freaking muscle driver. Yep.
Oh, my God.
I might just open a giant gym that's just for weightlifters.
Yeah.
It's not a gym for the public. Basically like an old Ninja Turtle underground warehouse.
Stipends.
And just put like 10 platforms in there. My wife's looking at me right now. And then just
talking about?
Just pay everybody stipends.
North Houston, John, has a lot of land.
Yeah.
A lot
Honey,
of land.
babe, we'll talk. My wife's
I love
looking
it.
at me.
Oh, could you imagine like this huge online yet, trophy celebration live at Attitude Nation Driver.
Oh, Brian, turn your AC off.
All right.
It's like there's Twister. You know, in the movie Twister, we got cows. And then Philip Seymour.
Oh, it just came on.
And then it's like, no, it's just one cow going around and round. In the Twister, it's one cow. It's a great scene. Remember that, Lincoln? We got cows.
Okay, that's a great movie, by the way, Twister.
It's been a while.
Say that. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Twister's a great movie. So let's go over my top 6 movies here that I have on the program. Okay, so Monday is the Queen's Gambit workout. Tuesday is the Truman Show. Wednesday is the Gladiator.
Just back-to-back comedies, man.
Gladiator.
Thursday is
comedy.
Thursday's Artificial Intelligence.
Is that wait? Is that a movie?
AI, yeah.
AI.
Oh, that's a couple years ago.
No,
The
it's like
kid
10 years
from
ago. Sixth Sense.
I See Dead People.
Sixth Sense.
Yeah, that's right.
Friday is A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe.
Top 5 movie for me.
Saturday is Catch Me If You Can, Leo. And
Don't like that.
Oh, you don't like that movie?
It's okay. It's his early stuff. I just didn't get into it. There again.
I just blocked you on Instagram.
Maybe I have to rewatch it. I'll have to rewatch it.
No, I really did. I just blocked you.
Yeah, I used to be on the club. Maybe. Hey, I was gonna say, is Delta still hiring?
Delta. Hey, I don't look. Let's change the subject on that.
Kidding. Sorry.
We got to finish. And Sunday is Man on Fire, Denzel. Come on,
Dude. Yeah, Denzel.
Hey, what do you think the owner of Muscle Driver, Brad Hess, is doing right now? The former owner.
He's running from the law, dude.
Oh, do you think the law's after him?
Well, look, if you live a lifestyle of cheating and stealing and, running guns, it's going to catch up with you unless you change.
I wonder what he's doing.
Let's get him on the show.
I wonder if you can find him.
Oh, what? Tell me his name again.
Brad Hess. Okay, we're talking Muscle Driver USA. At one point, Muscle Driver was like the biggest thing in all of weightlifting and CrossFit. Period.
Oh yeah, they actually they were bigger than Rogue for a while, so they screwed up.
Okay, my wife's pointing at the time of the show. She's giving me the look because I am in a hotel room, so my whole family is.
You got to tell her you have 2.8 days to go.
Brian said that we have 2.8 days more to go.
I really want to shower.
I really want to shower. My whole family is catering to our podcast right now. Cornell George, the people's master. We got Brian Neitch. Chef Matt on the chat board. We got Joey still on the chat board. Greg jumped on for a second. We had Logan on the chat board. We had Nick on the chat board. Theo on the chat board. Sherry was on the chat board.
Brandon.
Oh, she said, I found it. Thank you. Good.
Let's
Sherry.
go, Brandon.
Go, Brandon.
Who else do we have on the chat board today? Corey jumped on.
Logan, Theo.
Nick.
Matt Ware, Corey,
A lot of
Logan
people
again, Logan again, Joey.
Yeah. Wow.
Good one.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned for Brian. Let's read in the morning. We didn't read today.
Okay, let's do it.
I feel bad about that. So, all right, I'm getting off, babe. I'm looking for an outro song.
My job is to make college easier because students have a
My
lot.
favorite outro commercial.
That's the best outro commercial.
All right, this is the Trumpsta outro song. As Will Hawkinson says, this is like the Attitude Nation theme song.
Trumpsta.
I'm I mean, it is the best song in the world, right? All right, Chef Matt. Oh, Greg's back. Evening. Oh, no, wait. I'm at the top of the chat board. Sorry. There we go. There you go, Cornell. Let's go. All right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Attitude Nation salute. God bless. See ya.